Alright, this is going to be part 1 of how to make a hacked client on Mac. Let's just hop straight into it. This is going to be installing everything. There's a few things we need to install, so let's just get straight into it. First thing is IntelliJ IDEA. Go ahead, click on the first link you see, coming in 2023.2, and then just go ahead and download the Community Edition. And that's just going to download. While that's happening, we're going to download Optifine from optifinesource.co.uk. Go ahead and get that loaded. And there we go. And you just gonna go up here, download. We're gonna make a 1.16.5 client. So we're gonna come to here and we're gonna click on download. And we're gonna download Optifine. So there we go. And finally, we're going to download Minecraft source code itself. So we're going to search up for MCP Reborn. Here it is by Hexception on GitHub. Just click on that. Then this is for 1.20. You could use that if you want, but this won't work for the tutorial. So just click on releases down here and you can scroll down, find what version you want. In this case, 1.16.5. Then just click on the MCP Reborn and drag the MCP and the Optifine on your desktop. Let's let IntelliJ IDEA. Let's let that download. In the meantime, let's name everything. So MCP Reborn. Let's rename that to our client. So I'm gonna call this custom client, and we're gonna deal with the Optifine sources later. In fact, let's make a folder. I'm gonna call this MCP. We'll just drag the Optifine in there and the custom client in there. And now that that's organized, we just have to wait for this to finish downloading. There we go. Once you have that downloaded, drag it to your desktop. Open that up, drag this to your desktop, and then you can remove the DMG. And once this is finished, you can also remove the disk. Then just go ahead and open up IntelliJ. Once you have it open, you can go ahead and click on the open button and then navigate over to your MCP folder and click on custom client and then build.gradle and open it up and click on open as project. And it's going to open it up, but instead of just opening up the project, it's gonna open it up and run that build.gradle file, and that's gonna get all of the necessities needed to do the install and get all of the code for Minecraft. You can also see when it loads up successfully like this, you can see this little bottom section here. If you click on show all, it's gonna show you the progress here. This is helpful because when this window disappears, that means that build.gradle has successfully loaded. Alright, there we go. Background tasks is gone. Now you're just going to come over to the side here and click on this elephant, that's Gradle. Just go ahead and click on that. And it's going to load in some tasks. Go ahead and open up the tasks folder and go to MCP and double click on setup. This will run another operation, but this time it's not a Gradle file, it's a Gradle task. So this is just gonna run. You should see a tick here where the loading sign is if everything went successfully. There we go, I've got my tick here. Once that's done, just run copy assets. This one does not take as long as this one. Should only take around 5 to 10 seconds depending on your computer. Alright, so mine took 22 seconds because my M1 is quite the old little boy. But there we go. Now that that's done, we should be able to open up custom client here. And we should be able to see a SRC folder with all of the necessities. Now that that's done, we can minimize IntelliJ. We'll use that later. Now we have to install Optifine onto this. So go ahead and open up your custom client folder and then go ahead and open up Optifine right next to it. Then go into source main Java and that you will find com, MCP, and net. Here we have assets, com, MCP, and net. You're going to want to drag in assets. You're going to want to drag in com and you're going to want to replace it. You're not going to drag in MCP, but you will drag in net and replace it. And there we go. And now, inside of MCP, you should find this file here. You're just going to want to go ahead and copy that. And then come to the MCP inside of our project. And you're going to want to copy it in there. So I'm going to just go inside and paste item and replace. So there we go. So now everything from Optifine, except for the MCP folder, should be inside of here. And except for the start.java. So there we go. Now we do not need this Optifine folder, so we can go ahead and remove that. And we can close up our File Explorer and go back in here. And you should see, here we go. Let it load. There we go. You can see it's changed up a little bit. Now we have Optifine in here. And yep, everything's in here. So now to check that this is indeed working, we can go ahead and double click on Run Client, and that will just run the client. If there's any errors, then you probably did something wrong in the installation. If there's no errors and it runs perfectly, good job. There we go, successfully loaded. So now, if you want to check that Optifine is in here, what you can do is you can come to Options, and you can come to, where is it, Video Settings. And it is kind of buggy because you can see that some of them have of.options or of.something on them. But you should be able to see all of the stuff that is usually on here, like shaders, details, animations, and stuff like that. So if you see that, in fact, if you come down here, you can literally see it down here, Optifine HD G8 Ultra. If you see all of this bullcrap, then you have successfully installed Minecraft and Optifine into it, and you are done for the installation.